What is going on, everybody? Hope you're having a good day so far. So this is part 2 of the build, and since my last video, we were just getting done having somebody come out and spray the insulation. I did 3 inches of closed cell spray foam in the ceiling and 2 inches of closed cell in the walls, wrapped this entire place. And then after that video came out, my dad and we came in, put the PVC wall panels up, which was a little bit more difficult than I had intended. And we put the mini split up, put the flooring in, and now this is where we're at. I flew my dad down for 2 weeks. The first week we worked on the electrical, getting everything prepared for that installation. And then after they came, we had 1 week to do all of this, the wall panels, the flooring, and the mini split. And we got it done with about 2 hours before he had to fly back to Vegas. So I was really excited that we were able to finish all of this. We ran the electrical, tested everything, all the outlets are wired correctly, and now I am just working on hanging all of the lights. I'm doing 6 Lux LED Pros, 645 watts, and there are gonna be 2 rows of them, as you can see right behind me. I went ahead and got Unistrut from Home Depot to hang them on the ceiling, which is really convenient because I wasn't sure how I was gonna hang these lights without anything up there. But I'll give you guys a quick tour here in just a minute. The mini split is up, it's running. It's a 36K Mr. Cool. Now I can hook this up to the Wi-Fi with my house and be able to kind of control and monitor everything from my phone, which is absolutely awesome. Over here we have a slat wall where I'm gonna be hanging a lot of my tools. I'll have shelves up there, and so like all of my pH pins, everything's gonna be kind of stored on that wall. And then right where the camera is sitting are gonna be my reservoirs. I think I'm just gonna do 55-gallon barrels. I'll probably have to come in here once or twice a week to refill and get everything going. But with a room where I can control the environment and I can control the humidity and control that VPD, I'm really gonna start working on my dry outs because previously in my tents, I couldn't control it. So I would just water until runoff and call that good. But now that I have this type of room, and I'll be really able to dial in my dry outs and be able to really see what I can do with this room. But let's take a quick look, you guys. Super excited to show you, and I'll go over a few other things with you. So here we are, we have the 3 that I've put up so far. Right up there, the Unistrut, super nice, and then as you can see, those hooks for the hangers for the lights. Right there, looks really nice. The PVC wall panels, you guys, I love it. They're super reflective. It's gonna be really nice to just be able to clean these walls, not have to worry about mold, mildew, or anything building up like you would on drywall if things get a little bit too humid in here. I do need to go around and caulk a few spots up in these corners, just a little bit. Around the floor, I'm gonna put a bead of caulking all the way around just so it seals it even more than it already is. Right here, you guys, is the slat wall. I have to buy some of the hangers and shelving and everything for that wall, but it's gonna look really nice when it's done. It'll give me a place to charge my phone and hang my pH pens and maybe a speaker or whatever. I'm not sure yet, but I'll have the storage up there on that wall. Right here is where the reservoirs are gonna sit. And then I'm gonna start putting up wall fans There's a plug there and a plug down there for them. The mini split right here, 36K, Mr. Cool. Now the reason why I got a 36K was because I was gonna do 3 double-ended HPS and I was also gonna do 3 LEDs. I talked to Lux and they said they'd prefer me to just do a full room of just LEDs or HPS, so I went with LEDs. So now that's gonna be a little bit overkill, but I'd rather only work it at 40% all the time rather than 80%, 90% all the time. It'll just run a lot more efficient. Right here, you guys, I brought this in from the garage, cleaned it, made sure everything was sanitized before I brought it in here. I ran out of money for the Botanicare sliding trays that I'm gonna have 2 rows of. So that's gonna be coming in the future, but for right now, I'm just doing a pheno hunt. I've got some hot mints from the Jungle Boys, which is a Wi-Fi mints crossed with a Triangle Kush. And then I have some potato runts from Runts. So it's a white Runts crossed with a pink Runts. I had a 100% germination rate. So the Jungle Boys are regular seeds, so I popped all of them. I got 14 that rooted and are sprouting right now, so it looks like I'm not gonna lose any. And then the Runts, they are feminized seeds, so I just popped 6 out of the pack, and I have 6 more. So I know those are gonna be feminized, so I'll just do a pheno hunt of those 6 and then pick the best one. So that way I can start mothering 2 of these out and then get going on building this room the rest of the way. The flooring, we went with sheet vinyl. So the vinyl that I had picked out originally, we went to Lowe's to get it and they didn't even have it in stock. I don't know why they had the sample there. So I had to get something that night. And so I just went with the thickest sheet vinyl that I could find. And this was it. I was hoping to get something a little bit lighter in color, but we were able to get this down in a day and it looks really good. The plumber, he still needs to come out. He's gonna put a, I don't know what they're called, an emergency panel in here because I have a shut off for my water right here. So if anything happens with my water lines, I can come down here and shut it off. And if anything happens from below, I have another shut off underneath the house. I have the floor drain where everything's gonna be draining into. So once my tables are all set up, it's a little bit dirty right now. I'm gonna have PVC pipes just coming off the wall and then dumping water straight into the floor drain here. Everything is gonna be contained inside of this room. So my hose outlet is gonna be right over here. And then so I'll just be able to fill up my reservoirs over here without a problem. Things are looking really good though. Been in here every day cleaning up, putting stuff up, trying to get this room looking really good. I wanted to go with 12-foot long Botanicare sliding tables, 2 of them, but I think I've changed my mind. I'm just gonna go with 10-foot tables because 12-foot tables from the wall would come to the door right here, which that would only leave me about 5 feet to have a little workspace in. And I think I want just a little bit more room than that. So I'm just gonna go with the 10-foot tables and put them under these 3 lights. I'll still be able to fill up the whole canopy space, but when it comes to as much room as I want for my workspace, I think it'll be worth it. But yeah, guys, I've been busting ass on this room since July 26th. So we're looking at about 2 months when we broke ground, and it's come a long ways. I couldn't be happier. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.